Aloha from the Big Island, North Coast Calvary Chapel. Our great verse of the day is one of my favorites, actually. The very last verse in the Gospel of John, John 21:25 says, Jesus did many other things as well. If every one of them were written down, I suppose that not even the whole world would have enough room for the books that would be written. And interestingly enough, I'm standing on this lava flow where there are petroglyphs behind me and all around me, chronicling the story of the people who came before and walked this, the King's Highway. We're storied creatures. And I love this passage, I love this verse, because for me, it is this invitation to wonder on a couple of different levels. I mean, one, with all that we're told about who Jesus was and how he was and what he did through the Gospels, it's just scratching the surface. Like, what are all the other things that he did that didn't make it into the 4 different gospel accounts? It's this reminder for me about just the inexhaustible riches of who God is. That as much as we may know and have experienced Christ here and now, part of our eternal destiny and part of the joy of that is that we will spend eternity getting to mine the depths along with the Spirit of God's riches, his love, his mercy, his goodness, his wisdom, his truth. And that is, it's so beautiful that we're told that our whole existence will be one of worship. That's a beautiful thing, our eternal destiny. But there's another layer to this passage that I think is really beautiful for us as well. This invitation to wonder, not even the whole world could fit all the books that would be written about Jesus. I Googled or I ChatGPT'd, and we don't actually really know how many books have been written about Jesus, but over 250,000 is a safe bet. Astounding amount of ink spilled, reflecting on this incredible man and his significance for you and me. But here's a reason why the world could not hold all of the books that could be written about Jesus and what he did. Because part of the scandal of Christianity is not just that Jesus, part of the triune God was incarnated and entered into human history. That's profound enough. But part of the scandal is this truth claim that he now lives in you and me, that he incarnates. He sets up his tent and he dwells with you and I. That in fact, there are billions of little Christs walking around this planet Earth. And part of the profound weight and exciting invitation for you and me is, as we become more and more formed into the image and likeness of Jesus, filled with his power and his Spirit, acting out of the mind of Christ, not our crummy own little thoughts and coping mechanisms. No, we participate with God in the unfolding of his cosmic, beautiful salvation story. And you and I have a part to play. We are not the central character, but we have a highly esteemed and valuable part to play. So our question today, church, is, how are we living the story that Christ has given us with Christ within us? Is he the one animating our stories? Are we allowing his wisdom, his truth, his beauty, and his love to shape our minds and our hearts, that we live in such a way as we continue to write the stories of what Jesus is doing in the world? That's a good one. Love you, church.